I'm buying $20,000 worth of this $1 stock, and this is going to be on the ticker PLRZ. That's right, my friends, ticker PLRZ. Now, this is a ticker which we did previously trade from the dollar levels all the way upwards of the $1.20 to $1.30 range, even though it did run all the way upwards of the $1.70, but it is once again back within our purchasing range. So I'm going ahead and I'm rinsing and repeating exactly what we did previously. Now, if you guys recall, about a couple of months ago, I believe it was a month ago or so, let's go over here, right? I made this video saying top squeeze penny stock to buy right now, right? When did it come out? It came out 2 months ago. So it came out August 13th, right? And listen to what I said. Ticker is the best short squeeze penny stock you could be buying right now. That's right, my friends. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly why I'm extremely bullish on PLRZ. Right, as you guys can see over here, the stock is trading at $1.01, right? Now from there, as you guys can see, it hadn't yet spiked all the way. So this was, when was this? This was August 13th, right? Let's go on the daily, August 13th. And then what we got over here is we saw a big pump to $1.35, right? You guys see this? It pumped all the way upwards of $1.35. Now, if we go on like the 4-hour chart, you will see it actually went up even higher than that. It went all the way up to $1.75, but it didn't hold these levels. So you see September 12th, it went all the way upwards of $1.75, right? So for me, this is a stock that can go ahead and do so again, just because it has done such a great job holding this $1 range. And I don't think that they're in a position, and it's highly reactive to news as well, right? This is one of those tickers which is highly reactive to news. The moment a catalyst comes out, it pops up massively, considering when it comes to the supply and demand, right, it does only have a free float of 6 million shares, making it a $6.4 million market cap stock. So it's extremely volatile. So we're going to put its volatility as amazing. The next thing which we're going to look at is going to be how much cash does this company have. Now, why do we care about how much cash the company has? Well, we only really want to analyze and understand whether or not the company is going to go ahead and raise funds to add to the supply which we just predetermined, right? To be very small, right? Because we don't want the supply to increase. At the end of the day, the stock market is simple: supply and demand. When there's limited supply and demand goes up, prices go up. That's it, right? So the last thing which we want to see is we don't want to see a massive pump in the demand, in the supply of the stock. Now, why would the company raise the supply? Because they need money. So we need to analyze whether or not they're financially distressed and whether or not they're going to actually go ahead and raise funds, or are they okay for a while at least. So in the case of PLRZ, the numbers I'm showcasing with you guys right now are based off of their most recent SEC filings. Right now, the company has almost 50 months of cash, 48 months. So they have 4 years of cash covered. They're doing okay. They're going to be okay. All right. They don't need to go ahead and dilute. They have $14.6 million in the bank. They're burning less than $1 million every single quarter, leaving them with 48 months. Now, this doesn't mean that it's impossible for them to go out and raise funds, but we can just say that it's very unlikely. So we're gonna put their cash as good. Right now, let's talk about the odds of them raising funds. So the odds of them raising funds and the odds of them actually diluting are based off of multiple things. What are these things? Multiple things. The first thing is their cash. So the cash is good, but have they historically been very dilutive? Oh, historically they've been very dilutive. Look at this. But right now they have a very minimal low oversupply, meaning that they haven't gone ahead and they haven't kind of sold off a lot of equity in their company that is just waiting to get liquidated as the stock makes new highs. And this is oftentimes what we see, right? We see a lot of companies with over its supplies, whether it's warrants, right? Super cheap warrants, whether it's bonds, whether it's equity line, whether it's whatever it is, private placements, right? For super cheap shares, right? Whatever it is, the moment the stock stops pumping, these people go out and they cash in their shares, and there you go. Shares are added into the markets, and the stock has gone kaput, okay? So for that reason, we're going to go over here, and we're going to put its odds of dilution as good as well, considering they don't actually, meaning low. Good as in low, okay? Remember that, right? Considering historically they've been diluted, but right now their overhead supply is low, and they also have a lot of cash, so they don't really need to go out and raise funds. Now, the company right now is about 6.3% institutional ownership. That's really not the best, but it's also really not the worst. So we're going to put it as, honestly, it's bad. Sub 10% is bad, okay? And breaking news, we're really waiting on that. Let's see what the short interest is looking like for PLRZ real quick. Go PLRZ short interest. So would you look at this, right? The past day, the short interest has decreased by 34%. The past 7 days is down by 50%. This is amazing, my friends. You want to see short interest decreasing. You want to see short interest decreasing. You want to see the shorts fleeing the scene, because when shorts cover their position, what that means is that they believe that the stock is now cheap and is going to go ahead and make a move to the upside. The same way we sell because we think the stock is expensive, shorts close their position when they think that the stock is cheap. So seeing the shorts agree with us that the stock is cheap, amazing green flag, okay? So that's why I'm super bullish on this ticker. Now, I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna put all the 20K all in at once, but I'm probably gonna allocate about $10,000 at around this dollar levels. And then the rest of the 10,000, I'm gonna wait for a dip closer to 90 cents, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do so. So I really want my average to be somewhere between, 90, 60 cent. Under dollar average would be amazing. And then I'm probably gonna play the exit to, let's say, 117-ish, 118-ish for a solid 20% give or take. Now, you may say, Sam, 20% is nothing, da da da. Oh my God, you said an insane short squeeze ticker, blah blah blah. Is this really the best penny stock to buy? Remember, guys, we're traders, right? We're traders, and we are trading almost every single day. Okay, so there are different types of penny stock trading. There's penny stock trading and there's penny stock investing. So there's an individual, right? And let me tell you this, right? So one of my favorite things when it comes to trading is there's 1,001 ways of becoming a profitable trader, right? I truly believe the financial markets is where finance and creativity intersect. That's truly what I believe, right? So there are people who take the kind of private equity way of trading penny stocks, where they go and they buy 5 penny stocks and they say, okay, well, 4 of them can go to zero, but one of them can go on a 10x rally, and there you go. I made more money than I spent on the 4 other ones. Then I'll cut the losers on the other ones. Now that's a little bit of a different approach. That's for me, I don't like that approach because I don't like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And from my experience, I like to be actively trading. Right now, there's the other approach, which is my approach, which is saying, hey, you know what? Instead of looking for a stock to go on 100% run, why don't I find 5 easy stocks that can give me 20% each? 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, there you go. I made my 100%. That's it. I mean, it's really that simple, right? It really is that simple. So that's one of the epiphanies that I've had over the past 8 years of trading that has turned me profitable, has been understanding that it's a lot easier to get 10 different stocks to give you 10% each than one stock to double and give you 100%. So if I say, hey, take 20% gains, don't look at me like I'm some freaking maniac telling you, oh, 10%, 20%, right? Just understand that at the end of the day, this game is based off of longevity, right? And you want to be able to grow your account consistently, not sporadically upside and sporadically downside, okay? So that's my take. Now, listen, I trade almost every single day, okay? Whether it's penny stocks, whether it's large cap stocks, whether it's options, check out our community. Our community is right now on a 50% sale. Sorry, my freaking camera died, guys. Our community right now is on a 50% sale, guys. Give it a shot for the next 10 members that join. This is what it looks like. We have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, Q&A sections, you name it, we got it, right? And this is what it looks like. So we give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to go ahead and buy, right, in your account. So we use a 10K account as a benchmark. So let's say you have a 100K account, you just multiply this number by 10. Let's say you have a 30K account, you multiply this number by 3. Very simple and easy. And the next 10 members that join, they get access to the community for a 50% discount. But previously, we used to do a 7-day free trial, and read what Wilson said. Wilson said, hi, Sam, thank you for our work on the community. My 7-day trial finished. It was great. I think you can afford a membership after this week. You brought in 7K in 7 days off of a free trial. Do you think it's coming back? I'm like, let's fucking go, bro. More like you can afford it for the next decade. Right? Amazing. Now we no longer do a 7-day free trial. Now we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Look at Blue Model. He started about $25,000. He made $414 yesterday. He says, when the market is red for a Sam and Top Trader Academy is green. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you, brother. We have about $50,000 over here from my man PA. Killer. Thurston says, thanks for a great Friday and all the help. Thursday, $1,700. Thank you for advice and a call out and beyond. My mom brought in $68,000 over here. Thank you, Boober, for the guidance. I know you I haven't sold yet. 31%. Bang. Thank you, Boober, for helping me recover my previous big loss, and slowly I'm getting back in. Thank you so much for 66,000. We've been crushing it, guys. We've been absolutely crushing it. So give it a shot, right? My man Joel Neal says, started a small account to test out some day swing trades. I'm grateful to Sam McCabe for the recent wins. Thank you so much. I'm definitely sticking around. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Listen, guys, give it a shot, okay? Give it a shot. The link is in the comment section in the description. Again, there's a reason why we have over 400 member plus coming back. Fred says, hey, folks, my second trade with the team, 1,300 in less than an hour. Amazing, right? When we head down, we see... Okay, Granny Slayer says, I like this message a lot. He says, when was this? This was literally Wednesday this week. He says, a couple of years ago, I was down in the trenches, absolutely beyond fucked, made every single mistake you can name, and wouldn't learn from it, lost way more than I could afford, and was so close to giving up. Decided to give it one last chance and find mentors. Now I'm almost back to the green with the help of Sam and everyone else. Words can't describe it, but Sam, you've helped me out more ways than you could know. Thank you so much, and all the other shot callers. The Robinhood account is my own doing. This is himself. This is his portfolio before. And then he says, I really don't know what the fuck I was doing. The Moomoo account I started when joining the server, truly a lifesaver. Up 70% year to date. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Listen, give it a shot, okay? 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% freaking discount. And remember, my friends, don't give up, don't quit. Why? Because 90% of traders are not unprofitable. 90% of traders just quit before they become profitable. Okay, myself, I've been trading for 8 years. The first 3 years, all I did was lose money. Literally, I wake up, lose money, wake up, lose money. But the last 5 years, trading has truly changed my life. Okay, so please, if I have one thing to say, and if you've been looking for a sign, don't give up. This is your sign. Thank you for watching. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.